He's in the golf outfit.
Right. Yeah. How did that? I mean, are you focused on your shit, or did you maybe join a country club in Scotland?
Are you teaching someone how to golf as well as?
Multitasking music.
It's making me feel better to know that Meeseeks maybe do have a private life.
So does Meeseeks come back at all?
No. You know, listen, we have a lot of a trail of characters that we've sprinkled behind us as we've marched forward with the show. I think that they will eventually, because they're just too great. But I don't know in what capacity. And we're in the writers' room always want to make sure that the idea is servicing the character and not us going in saying, let's write a story around a character and try to plug it in.
I feel like that's our mistake is when we sit down we go, oh, Meeseeks episode, and then it's like, oh, what? No, we should probably just be like, well, then he uses a Meeseeks box like it's a sonic screwdriver. We should just start using it. But I just don't want anybody. My big nightmare is anybody tuning in. Let's see what this Rick and Morty's all about. Who the hell's Mr. Meeseeks? Fuck this shit. Is this another community thing where I need a code to understand your show? Seth MacFarlane doesn't make me do homework.
There are a couple episodes this season though that Meeseeks were written in, and were there for a long time, and then we're like, pull out the Meeseeks.
Well, the reason why I think partly was because it started to kind of grow, like the presence of the Meeseeks in the episode started to grow and become more and more, and then it was like, okay, forget it. Like this is.
It was like making stone soup. You know that old fable?
No.
The Meeseeks were the stone. We didn't eat them anymore. We had all the carrots and the celery.
While you guys were waiting in line for 2 days, you didn't keep the heads on, did you?
Yes, we did.
Oh man. Look at me! I'm Mr. Meeseeks! That's awesome. Thank you guys.
You guys, please stick around afterwards and take pictures with everybody.
They're available for bar mitzvahs, weddings.
Yeah. Don't come any closer to me, please. Please do not.
Is it politically incorrect to point out how great one of their asses is? It's a male ass, and so I think that's better than if it was. One of them was walking away like, oh, I did bounce a dime off that.
I didn't see.
I think someone pushed the button and said, "Show me how to worship my body as a temple."
Well, you got a tough act to follow, my friend. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, so season 2, episode 5, we get to actually see Bird Person's house, and in the pictures we see a band of Rick, Squanchy, and Bird Person. Will we ever see an episode of making of the band?
Oh shit! Sean Spicer resigned. You take this question.
I probably not. I mean, I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where I don't think we would sit down in the writers' room and be like, okay, let's do a flashback to Rick's past. I feel like those are fun little things that we like to sprinkle in because it gives you just enough information about maybe his relationship with Squanchy and Bird Person and that they have history. But I don't know I feel like actually seeing it would probably just bum everyone out because I think your guys' imaginations of what those days were like and what kind of music they were doing is probably better than anything we would actually ever be able to do, right? I mean, I feel like we would spiral.
Everything that becomes canon is canon, if it's on screen in the show, then we take it as seriously as everybody watching the show. And then it's like the tough thing is our job is to then have absolutely no opinion about moving forward so that we can protect the people that want to take that stuff as seriously. Because we would be doing our job wrong if we were like, I know 6 years from now I'm going to blow your mind. No, you're not. Reddit's going to decode it in 30 seconds. So we stay agnostic, we pepper stuff, we throw it in there, we have ideas, but...
Well, can I pitch that you, Justin, Dan, your Bird Person, and Tom Kenny as Squanchy just get together and record a track for like,
Oh, that would be
Haiti or
fun.
something, like
That
some
would be
charity
fun.
album track,
That would be fun, I think.
Yeah.
Every picture on that wall, it wasn't random, but
Yeah.
we could also conveniently like justify ignoring. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, everything. Yeah, we talked about all of those images and what are they and what do they potentially mean. But yeah, we're not we don't have some crazy chart in the office that maps all of this stuff to some answers.
Well,
We're just
we kind of
We're
do,
just
but,
winging
but,
it.
but,
Okay,
but,
some of it,
but,
some of
but
it.
we don't commit to it because that would be wrong of us.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We don't like we'd be
Yeah, because we may find a season from now that some of those things that we assumed were not the best things to assume. And
I keep landing on this metaphor where I go, if you ask your dad, are we going to the zoo next week, and he says maybe not, he's a bad dad, he'd be a good showrunner. he's like being a good parent to a viewer. Maybe not. I don't know. Wow, that was a
Nice.
hell of an answer.
That was a time eater right there.
thanks, man.
Nice.
Next question. We only have 8 minutes left, so let's.
Hello.
I want to try to get to as many folks as we can. I love your Game Boy.
Thank you, I'm that guy. In the season 3 opener, we see a glimpse of Rick's past, which is kind of a trick for the, Empire. But is any of that true, or did Rick really meet a Rick who has a Mad Max shoulder?
No. He wants to know if the backstory was, if there's any truth in that backstory.
That's one of those things. Like, if you were.
Here, I got it. If you were to fabricate a fake memory, would you start from scratch, blank page, complete bullshit, or would you maybe pull from some real things that might have happened, make some edits, some tweaks? You know what I mean?
Like if you're gonna Photoshop somebody that's like at a convention and they're going, yeah, then you're gonna put 2 dicks in their hands. Like there's some stuff that you're gonna use from reality to make that happen.
Come on, guys, get over that.
And so cross-referencing that with the
like
last
Silicon
answer to the
Valley.
last question, it's like what I like about that origin story that Rick was used as bait is that we don't know how true it was.
Yeah.
It's 100% false. He only cares about the Szechuan sauce. It was made very clear at the end of the episode. There
Shut
are
up, Ridley.
infinite realities, and only one of them contains the exact combination of ingredients that make that flavor, and he will not stop until he finds it.
That's a
It's not complicated.
Man's got a dream.
I can agree on it.
Thank you.
So that guy wasn't with the guy in the Gravity Falls hat, because if you Photoshop layered them over and then did a multiply filter, or because he had a blue vest. All right. He had
Affinity app.
Hello, dude.
Hi, Justin. I was just wondering if you tried method acting to get into the mindset of Rick, and if so, like how'd that go for you?
I only did once, as per Dan's request, with drinking, getting very drunk at a record. That was method, right? Like, yeah.
I'm not recommending that to the people that may be under 18 years of age.
Oh yeah. Oh geez, I just saw that. Okay. Sorry, parents who have heard me
Ooh,
swear
that makes the
90 times.
Photoshop thing a little bit more dicey.
There's an episode where Rick is very, very drunk.
Yeah.
And we did many passes and trying to how do you record Justin to get like incredibly drunk Rick. And I don't even really know.
I mean, I did one pass sober, and it was, and it was, some of it was working, but most of it maybe a little not quite as authentic. So, yeah, I went in and I got wasted, and there's a video online you can watch, and I am truly, that's all real. Like, I actually think they edited out a lot of the shots I took. I drank like 3/4 a bottle of tequila. It was bad. But there was a nice half-hour window of amazing, audio we captured. It was that line of like, okay, I'm not drunk, I'm drunker, no, I'm in the perfect drunk zone, and then now I'm way too drunk, and everything is, it's a waste of everyone's time. Let's all go home.
And also, he went to college. in case you're here with your kids. And you're like, I waited 2 days in line so you could film my kid.
I actually dropped out of college. Sorry.
I did too.
Sorry.
I'm sure you've all learned college. It's not
Sorry.
valuable.
Sorry, parents.
Speaking of, we only have 4 minutes left, so here's what I want to do.
Don't go to college. Let me say that for 4 minutes.
Because you're there, we're gonna get you next. I see a little kid in the back with a neon shirt. I want to bring him up to ask the next question because his life is gonna be ruined if he doesn't do it. Well, now he looks like a serial killer. What is going on? Nobody photoshopped this.
My name is Roman Dunn. I just gotta say that Rick and Morty is the best show on Adult Swim, and also.
Why are you watching Adult Swim?
The kid's smart. If he wants to refine the target area, it's
What does get swifty mean?
Can I answer a question with a question? Did you say your name is Roman Dunn?
Yes.
Are you a supervillain?
Yeah. We're all gonna die in his hands.
How old are you?
Let's just say 21.
Are there any casting directors in the audience watching this? Roman Dunn, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
The future of entertainment.
What does Get Swifty mean? I mean, the episode's about Get Swifty meaning nothing and being in the moment.
I mean, the long, boring, I'll make it as quick as possible, is that I recorded those songs for the Flash game that was online, the licensed adventure Flash game, and I went into the booth and I didn't think anything of it, and we had stock music and I just recorded dumb songs, I think 4 or 5 of them, and then the writer's room they were playing them off the server over and over, and we eventually ended up like writing an episode around several of those songs. Yeah, they're so dumb. But yeah, and it was just not like truly. There was no thought that went into it. It was just me going in the booth and not thinking and just saying dumb stuff.
Yeah, Roman Dunn got enough from his
All right,
question.
you're done, done.
Right.
Thank you.
Give it up.
You're welcome.
I only wanted him to just say, "I'll see you in hell."
He's like,
All right, I think we have time for the last question.
So my questions are for the females, of course. Your characters are so strong in the show. Are they gonna get stronger in the next season?
Did you say female
The
characters,
female
or did I
characters,
project
yes,
like
that's
as a
us,
like white
yes.
lady? Like
No, I think
parts
she
of them.
Dan, the ladies are trying to answer the question.
Your character definitely does.
Go ahead.
That definitely does. I mean, she obviously gets rid of Jerry.
Yeah.
It's her first strong move. And then, you know, it gets a little dark for Beth. You go into her childhood and you realize why she is the way she is, and her storyline involves one moment of bestiality and incest and cannibalism.
Triple threat.
You hear that, Roman?
If that's not strong, I don't know what is.
We do it tastefully, though. Don't worry.
Like everything else we do, very tastefully.
Tastes classic.
Exactly.
I feel so bad for that blue vest guy. Did you see his
I'm so
heartbreak?
disappointed. Can we
Because he
get
was
it
like,
back?
"Oh, you
I'm
brought the
sorry.
kid in front," and then exactly he was like, "Fuck this."
You're saying
I've been there,
There
man.
he is. Like, hey,
There
look,
he
man,
is.
listen, whatever you thought you wanted to hear, like, let me tell it to you right now. You're an amazing person. I'm not being sarcastic. It's not like Tyler Durden being like, "You're amazing." You're
Listen,
amazing. It's Paul. I'm gonna name you Paul.
His name's Paul for sure. Definitely a Paul.
I'll tell you what, I will go to my grave never regretting that I cut that guy off for Roman Dunn, because that kid was goddamn awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have today. Rick and Morty starts Sunday, July 31st.
Thank you guys. We love you guys so much.
We fucking love you guys. Seriously, so much. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.